So before I start today's video, I just wanted to say thank you to everyone that watched my last video, that commented, that showed their support. You guys are awesome. I did not expect this video to get this many views this fast. I thought that, like, a few years down the road it might get a good amount of views and Stradman might see it. So yeah, this is not what I expected at all. But I'm not complaining. You guys are fantastic, and hopefully Stradman sees the video. So I wouldn't be anything without you guys. So yeah, thank you, and enjoy the video. Today's gonna be a good day. We're putting in the new turbo today, finally, because this is like pretty much all I have to do before I get it tuned and finished up. So this is like kind of the final step for me. For those of you that haven't been following me thus far, I'm gonna do a quick breakdown of what I've done to the car so far. So like what I said before, I've got pretty much everything else in except the turbo. I've got the header, the aluminum intercooler piping, upgraded blow-off valve, adjustable fuel pressure regulator, Dutchworks 1000cc injectors. I've got the Walbro 255 LPH fuel pump. I've got all my gauges. I rewired my fuel pump as well and threw in a kill switch because race car. So yeah, pretty much the last thing I have to do is to throw in the turbo with the installed kit, and yeah, we'll be good to go. So this is the turbo that comes from the factory. It's a little baby T25. It's pushing like 15 PSI right now, which is, well, just on the edge of dangerous, which is normally a good thing, but in this case, not really. Stock on that turbo is like 10 to 12 PSI, so it's running like max right now, and it pulls hard, but it's kind of running out of breath. So I've got another turbo. Behold, I've got an Evo 3 big 16G brand new from Extreme PSI, along with the install kit and everything else that's needed to throw it in. This is going to get us to the 300 350 wheel horsepower goal that we're looking at. Probably going to start with about 300 and then push up to 350 as I put in like head studs and things like that. But that's what we're putting in. It's so shiny, look at that, and the turbine is so beautiful. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. I got to remove the radiator first, and the intake and all that, so I can kind of clear room to get the turbo out. Then we're going to disconnect the downpipe, all the lines, and then swap turbos and do everything in reverse order. And I got to drain the fluid first. Probably don't want to start this without draining the coolant and the oil. As much as an engine fluid shower sounds amazing to me, If it looks like I don't know what I'm doing, it's because I do not. This is like my first project car, so yep. So the oil's draining. I want to keep the coolant since I replaced that recently, but I need to find a container for it first. All right, so I found a container for the coolant. It's like a water jug thing. We used to use it for camping, and then we stopped camping. Anyways, I rinsed it out real quick. It should work just fine. So yeah, that's what we'll go with. Also, I don't normally wear glasses, but getting oil in my eyes while part of a nutritious breakfast doesn't sound like a good time to me. So. Come on now, get. Oh yeah. Oh wait, no. Stop it. Okay. No, now we're good. All right, oil and coolant is draining at the moment. So next thing's next. We're gonna take off the intake. So, intake is out. I disconnected some of the vacuum lines from the turbo. Coolant is still draining, and as a little bonus, I found a wrench in my fans. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and take the downpipe off, because that's kind of gotta take that off before we try to get the turbo out. So before we get started on the downpipe, I have a question for you guys. I have a duck bill on the back of my car, and I'm wondering what kind of message I should put on the back. I want something like clever or maybe funny or maybe just makes people think. I don't know. You let me know. So some of the bolts that are holding the downpipe on seem to have been tightened by the hand of Zeus. So I'm going to use Zeus's only weakness, WD-40. Now we wait. So I went ahead and anti-Zeused the rest of the bolts that I'm gonna be running into. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and start taking off the coolant hoses and removing the radiator. I'm just gonna let those bolts sit for a bit. I'm gonna hit them with some more WD-40 as I go along, and we'll see what happens. That was a lot of coolant. It's draining properly now, but glasses. Let me go change now. Okay, so I got my new shirt on, kind of washed up a little bit. That was kind of a new moment for me. I expected the coolant to come out of the hose, not the radiator, even though now it makes sense that it would come out the radiator. Luckily, I had to just move the can over like 2 inches and it caught some of it, but not before a whole bunch came out. So hopefully that's most of the coolant. Now the radiator's like completely empty. There's gonna be some coolant, you know, in the engine and in the turbo and all that. I'm gonna prepare for that, but you know, I've got a lot more shirts, so all right, and the radiator is out without any more catastrophic coolant spills. That's a lot of space. I like that. I can run without a radiator, right? There we go. There we go. Oh, it's a 14? Okay, that's actually kind of useful. Okay, time to revisit that downpipe. I'm gonna see if I can get that off. Oh, there's so much room back here now. I can like, there's light and feels kind of airy. You know, it's kind of nice down here. Oh. Oh, no, I actually got it loose. Let's go. Haha, Zeus, you have been defeated. I can get to that one too. Let's go. Ugh. Come on now, I know you want to. Where you at? Nope, this might not work either. Nope, not gonna work. Okay, well, I tried. All right, so I've been having some issues with the downpipe and the O2 sensor there. They don't want to come out. So what I did was I went ahead and kind of loosened it back there, and then I took off the other intercooler piping. So I'm going to start removing some of these hoses, some of these lines, and then hopefully we can just drop it from here and then pull it out from the exhaust over there, if that makes sense. Yeah. One good thing to remember is that there will still be fluid in the turbo. So as you loosen stuff's going to start pouring out. So a good tip is to start to loosen it. As soon as something leaks, stop and just let it drain and then move on. So this is taking a bit longer than I expected. I might just get the turbo off today. I might not even make it that far, but I'm making it pretty far for someone that's never made it this far before. I think that made sense. Yeah, so probably not gonna get the turbo on today, but I'm gonna get it off today. So I was actually able to loosen the bolts on the downpipe. Here's one, and here's the other one. This one, it just decided to take the stud with it. It wasn't gonna come out on its own. It was gonna take the stud with it. So that's what happened there. Just gotta pull this out. I'm supporting the exhaust back there because I realized there's nothing holding it up right here except for like a bracket, which I had to take off, obviously, to take this off. But, yep. Yeah, there we have it. I'd say this is brand new. So yeah, there's the downpipe. At least I think this is the downpipe. I don't think it's the thing up there that it's attached to. I think this is the downpipe. Okay, so that's finally taken off. I still am having issues with that, so I'm gonna goof around with that. But yeah, I disconnected the coolant lines down there. I have to disconnect this guy right here. I might be able to loosen him down there, but he's proving to be a bit of an issue because this is an 11 millimeter guy right there, and I don't have a crescent wrench for that. So fun times are definitely ahead. But oh my gosh, I'm so pumped. Oh my gosh, it's the new turbo. Oh, I can't wait to get this thing out of here. Okay, we're making slow progress, but progress is progress. I found a way to not have to worry about the sensor there, because you have to take that off somehow when you take the turbo off. So I decided to kind of disconnect it where it attaches to the engine right over here, a little bracket right there. So that's no longer an issue. I was able to get the heat shield out of the way that way as well. So now the only things we have to do to take this off is get this guy off, which I might just cut that because it's being annoying. And then unbolt this, and then it'll be good to go. But I've got like 10 more minutes before I need to skedaddle because I got other things to do on this Memorial Day. So let's get to it. Yeah, we got the turbo out. So before I end today's video, I want to get a side-by-side comparison. So this is the stock T25. This is the Evo 3 Big 16G. You can notice a lot of differences right off the bat. Namely, the inlet is a little bit larger on the 16G versus the T25. The wastegate actuator is on the opposite side. And a few other odds and ends. This isn't supposed to be here, so just look at this part, I guess. But yeah, got the turbo off today. Not going to be able to put it on today because I need to get out of here. But I hope you enjoyed today's video. I sure enjoyed working on my car today. Finally got that turbo out. This is like, I don't know, the biggest thing I've ever done. This is the biggest thing I've ever done to any car ever. I've never put a turbo into a car. All the stuff I've done on my channel, I've never done before. So this is pretty big for me. I'm super excited once I get the turbo in. And the boost controller, then I'm going to take it off to Raven Fab. This is here locally in Spokane. And they're going to tune it and throw in the new clutch. So we have some good stuff coming. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did like today's video, go ahead and hit that like button. Let me know how I can improve. Let me know what I can do to make my videos better. Let me know what kind of message I should put on the duckbill spoiler. And yeah, after I get this engine all sorted out, it's wide body time. But yeah, I will see you guys next week.